Hi guys, welcome to episode 2 of What If Civilization Started Over. Watch episode 1 first if you haven't, it's in the description. Thanks to the voice, the purple team survived. They even set up a settlement and make it their capital city. The red team sends a expedition to colonize more land in the east. The blue team is interested in Africa, so they colonize more of it and send more people to settle there. The red team also expands a bit. The blue team discovers Sardinia. Later they also discover Sardinia. The red team colonize more land. The purple team goes east. They set up a colony in modern-day Israel and Palestine. They set a new city. Major cities. Update. The red country colonizes all of Iberia and more. They discover Spanish islands. The blue country is aware the red country is doing better than them and have more population, so they go and colonize more land and try to settle more people. The purple country colonized more land while this was all happening. They settle in the Nile River. The blue team also goes more into Africa, while the purple team was going in Africa as well. The blue country still isn't know out the purple country. However, in the blue country's African colony, people there are getting fed up because the blue country is just telling them to colonize more land, but gives them nothing, and they think the blue country cares about themselves. So they declare independence. This is their capital city. They set this as their capital city because it's the biggest and most populated city there. By the way, it has been 300 years since the start of the episode. The red country's population is 10 million. The blue country population was 7 million before their African colony declared independence. So now it's 5 million. and the purple country population is 18 million. The blue team gets really mad that the African country declared independence, so they send ships to invade and reclaim them. They land in Africa. However, the Africans fight fiercely. The blue country gets reinforcements. The blue country does 3 more landings. The blue country has the best navy, slightly better than the red country's navy. They encircle the African country's most important city and capture a major city. The Africans try to fight back. They recapture half of the major city. They lost, but the blue country is much stronger and is getting reinforcements. Their leader is trapped in the capital city. The battle ends in an African victory. However, the blue country stays fierce in this area. They invade more. They do another landing. The Africans push back a little bit. The blue country continues to do several landings. But the African country is grouped up and they was already prepared for independence, so they managed to push back a bit. But the blue country stops it. They advance quite rapidly, and the African country's leader is trapped in the capital. The African country is cut in 3. The deadliest battle of the war ends in a blue victory. Just as everything seemed lost, the African leader hears a voice. It's the same voice which it talked to the purple country. He tells him not to worry, and that the blue team will go into unrest, and that a lot of the people in Italy also don't like the blue king. And the voice was right. Rebellions happen the blue country mainly with some political people and their supporters who don't have good relations with the king. So the blue country withdraws troops to deal with them. Some people from the Balkans and Greece go out to be safe from the chaos because that is the area where most rebellions are happening. Although they are happening in Italy as well, but they are scared to start a civil war. So a lot of them who dislike the king there and normal people who want to be safe leave. Like 30 to 40% leave. The African country managed to push back. The blue country withdraws from Africa. They even take this blue island, which they didn't when they declared independence. In the red country, a group of people want to go and explore a lot, because the red country have mostly settled now and don't change areas a lot anymore. So around 30,000 people leave, and they want to expand a lot. The red country doesn't really care. It gets too cold. They decide to go back and go somewhere else because it's too cold. They go around this, but they realize it takes them to the same area, so they go down. They settle here for now and make it their main base. The Ukrainian country colonizes some land. The green country expands. Ukraine also does a bit, but they find green explorers, so they go the other side. But they are aware the blue country might try to come for them. The African country and purple country colonize more land. African and purple explorers meet each other. At first, they was scared it was the blue team because they heard about them. But they say they hate the blue team and they are at war with them. Soon enough, the two kings find out and they have a meeting and figure out they have the same religion and that both countries were oppressed by the blue team. The civil unrest continues in the blue country. Around 50 to 55% of the blue country population are against the king. However, the king cares more about expanding and making his country better than the red country. Also, he wants to try to find the people who recently left to Ukraine and kill them. They kill everyone who speak against them. There are massive, all across the blue country. But most of the army supports the king and 35% of the population likes the king and his aggressive and expansionist policies. The rest are just scared. The green country expands more. The purple country hears from the African country that the voice said there are horrible stuff and unrest happening in the blue country. They are brave to go west and try to fight the blue country. They go west and go in lands which are unpopulated and are in the blue country. Major cities update. They go into the populated areas where most people welcome them and they capture major cities. The Africans send troops to fight the blue country along with the purple country. The blue king gets news of what is happening and he is furious and sends a huge amount of the army to fight the purple country. The purple country captures a major city of the blue country. The army is fighting the purple country, but most people in Greece don't like the blue country anymore. So they are helping the purple country. Much of Greece, except from some islands and purple country occupied territories declare independence after most of the army fled back to Italy or Balkans. %30 of the blue army is trapped. Most of them manage to escape. Uprising starts in modern day Croatia and Bosnia, and it spreads fast. The blue country manages to push back, but not much. In fact, it gets so worse for them that it spreads all around Italy. The purple country rapidly advances. The red country sees the chaos and occupies the remaining parts of which it borders of the blue country. The red king is aware that his brother rules the blue country is doing very bad stuff. The African country managed to occupy this island. The African country lands in Sicily and Corsica, and they capture it pretty easily due to most of the Blue Army fighting the civil war and against the Purple country. But most people in Corsica and Sardinia are loyal to the king and the royal family, so they fight. With purple troops helping the revolutionaries, and with most of the population supporting them, they push more. The royal family try to flee to the red country. They do, but are later handed over to the new government and are executed, marking the end to the 500 years rule of the blue royal family. Peace treaty. Greece becomes independent. Purple country and African country annex land. And red team as well. The blue team has a new government. Aristocratic government. 40% of the blue population *ed in the war, mostly due to the civil war and M&S's killing by the king. Thanks for watching. Comment down your favorite and least favorite countries and ideas, and subscribe if you want.